Hello students, I hope everyone is prepared for your exams. We are going to start with the periodic test number 1. Every one of you know very well there are 3 chapters which shall come in the periodic test number 1 for science. Let's revise the first chapter, Nutrition in Plants, by the concept map. Now, when we talk about nutrition in plants, we all know that plants and animals are living beings. Living beings are made up of the bodies of living organisms are made up of very tiny units which is called as cells. Now these cells are present in plants and animals both. There are few differences between the plant cell and the animal cell which we shall discuss in our higher classes. Now the cell, the basic components, there are 3 basic components of the cell which is common in both plants and animals. The first component of the cell in plants is cell membrane. Second, nucleus. Third, cytoplasm. When we talk about cell membrane, it is a thin, flexible layer around the cells of all the living things. It is the outer boundary of the cell. Next is nucleus. Nucleus have a distinct centrally located spherical structures called as nucleus, which is present in the center of the cell. Third is the nucleus is surrounded by a jelly-like substance called as cytoplasm. The diagram is already given in your textbook, in your notes. You should know the 3 basic components, the diagram of the cell, the definition of cell. Now, when we talk about the components of cell and the cells, it means definitely we are talking about very important part of the living being, that is food. Food is required by all living beings. It's a basic necessity of the living beings to survive. When we talk about food, it has various importance, it has various functions in our body, which we have discussed in our 6th standard. When we talk about food, it contains basic 5 main nutrients. Now, nutrients means something nourishment we take. It's a food, it components of food we have. So we have carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, and all of them comprises of nutrients. So, what is nutrition in plants? It is a mode of taking food by the organism and its utilization by the body. We have to take the food and then its utilization in the body. So in the same way, plants also take in food and it utilizes for various functions in its body. So plants exhibit two when we talk about nutrition. So nutrition have 2 modes of nutrition. First is autotrophic mode of nutrition, then second is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. What is autotrophic mode of nutrition? In this mode of nutrition, organisms make their food themselves from simple substances. Correct? Examples are plants. Auto means self. They make their food on their own with the help of a process called as photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? It is a process by which green plants and some other organisms use sunlight to synthesize food from the carbon dioxide and water. These are the requirements for the process of photosynthesis. Now, how do these components enter into the plants? The leaves are said to be the food factory of the plants. They make this food with the help of photosynthesis. Now, how these nutrients are entering into the plants? It is because of the stomata, the small opening on the leaves of the plants, which allows the gases and the liquid to enter inside the plants. Now, what is there in the stomata? They have a pigment, a green pigment called as chlorophyll, which is responsible for the plants to have green color. So plants are green in color due to a pigment called as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is comprised into the chloroplast, which is again, as we have seen, there are three components of the cell. Even there are colored pigments in the cell. Okay, so now there are certain plants which are non-green, so they have other pigments like chromoplast, leucoplast. All this you will study in your higher classes. So the plants have green pigment chlorophyll, which is present in the leaves, that is stomata of the plants, which makes the food. So plants show the autotrophic mode of nutrition. You should know the definition of autotrophic and heterotrophic, difference between them. Then the photosynthesis process in detail with the reaction you should know. The detailed part of the chapter we shall see in the video which I shall be discussing in the online classes. Now, another mode of nutrition is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, organisms depend on others for their food. Example, human beings and animals. So we are making our food, but we are making in the kitchen. So it means whatever is available with us, we are deriving it from the plants, either directly or indirectly. When we talk about indirectly, means we are some of the animals and the plants are classified into either herbivores or carnivores or omnivores. So different mode of intake of the food in the human beings. Okay, next, in heterotrophic mode of nutrition, we have other modes of nutrition in plants also. When we say that they are autotrophic mode of nutrition, in plants they exhibit other modes of nutrition too. First is your parasitic mode of nutrition, where we have host and parasites. Now, what are hosts? Hosts are the organisms from which the parasite take their food. And who are parasites? The organisms that live within or on a host. So we are talking about parasitic mode of nutrition. Example is Amarbel. Okay. Next, we are discussing the second mode of nutrition, that is insectivorous plants. There are few plants which eats insects. Those plants are called as insectivorous. Example is pitcher plant. Third, we have saprotrophic mode of nutrition. In saprotrophic mode of nutrition, the plants which use the saprotrophic mode of nutrition, and in this, organisms obtain their nutrition from the dead and the decaying matter. Example, your fungi. Then we have very important one more is symbiotic relationship. Symbiotic relationship when both the organisms will get mutually benefited from each other. Such kind of nutrition is also shown by the plants, which is called as a symbiotic relationship. Now these nutrients when we talk about, now these continuously the plants are making the food, they require nutrients. Now from where they get the nutrients? Obviously plants are going on the soil. It means the nutrients are present in the soil. And after continuously the plants are growing, they are taking in these nutrients, even the soil is getting depleted of the nutrients. So how these nutrients are getting again renewed in the soil? So replenishment of nutrients in the soil is taking place with the help of rhizobium bacteria, which lives in the root nodules of the leguminous plants and fixes atmospheric nitrogen into nitrites and nitrates in the soil. So you should know how the nitrogen is getting replenished in the soil. So the ways by which these nutrients get replenished in the soil. Okay, so here we finish with the summary of the chapter nutrition in plants. In the next video, we shall see about the summary of fiber to fabric. Thank you and do study.